Hariom students and welcome back. We are doing the Arduino modules and today is module 6. In the last module we understood how to use the LDR, that is light dependent register, with the Arduino, and how to use the same LDR to control the 220 volt appliances. Today we are moving to the next component, that is also very interesting component we have in the ATL, that is the sound sensor. And from the name you can understand that overall this sensor is going to work with the sound. So I hope you'll find interest in the class today. You are with the ATL in charge, Mr. Rajesh Kumar Sharma. Now let's start the class now. So very first we should know what is sound sensor, and again we'll have a brief understanding of the sensor, means how it works, how to use it with the Arduino, how to program the Arduino for it, and how to connect. That is what we are going to learn. So I hope you will be able to understand all the concepts in very simple language. So as you can read out, the sound sensor is one type of module used to notice the sound. Generally this module is used to detect the intensity of sound. So the sound sensor will basically capture the sound from the atmosphere, and then it will convert that sound energy into a signal, that is some kind of electric pulse. That is the simple working we have of the sound sensor. The way it looks like, you can see it has got different parts also, and in general there are 4 pins. You can see one is D0, that is digital pin, one is VCC, one is ground, and one is A0, that is analog pin. Okay, so these are the 4 pins we have. We will see which pins to be connected and how to connect. Okay, other side we have sound detect LED, means if the sound will be produced in the atmosphere, and if this sensor is given the power, so this LED will blink to show that sound has been received. Then we have LM393 OP amplifier. So amplifier is just to amplify the sound, that is whatever sound energy is received from the atmosphere will be amplified with the help of the amplifier, which is already installed in this module. There is microphone. The microphone will just receive the sound energy from the atmosphere. There is sound detect sensitivity adjust, means with the help of this a kind of potentiometer we can again adjust the sensitivity, means with how much sound the sensor should give the output to the next component, that is Arduino. So based on the requirement we can also increase or decrease the intensity or the sensitivity of this sensor. So if I want that this should work with very low sound also, we can do that. If we want that this should work with high sound, we can do that also. So that sensitivity can be changed, adjusted with the help of potentiometer. Power LED is just to show that this sensor is getting the power. So if the power is given to this sensor module, this LED will start blinking. Then other side we have 4 pins. One is D0, that is digital, VCC, ground, GND, and analog pin, that is A0. So that we'll see in the connection part, how to connect and which pins to be connected where. So let's understand the simple working of sensor. And very first you can read out, it uses a microphone under the main function, and the main function of this is it uses the vibration and changes into current, otherwise voltage. The output through A0 pin is in decibels, that is the output is analog. So briefly we should know, overall this sound sensor will receive the sound energy from the atmosphere, and that sound energy will be finally converted into electric pulse. That is a kind of signal, electric signal will be produced by this sensor, and that will be given to the next component through the A0 pin. So overall this module has got digital and analog pins both. But if you want to actually see that how much sound energy is produced in the atmosphere, so for that we should basically go for analog pin. So overall the output that is given by this sensor is in the form of decibel, that is in the unit decibel, that basically shows the loudness of the sound. So depending upon the loudness of the sound in the atmosphere, it will give the output to the Arduino, and that we can actually see on the screen that how much loudness of the sound is being produced in the atmosphere, and based on the loudness we can actually control the appliances. So briefly, I hope you understood. That is, it is a sensor which will receive the sound from the atmosphere. That sound energy will be converted into signal, and that will be given as output through analog pin, and that can be connected to the Arduino, and the output will be in basically decibel. That basically shows the loudness of the sound. Based on that loudness we can actually control the appliances. So I hope you understood. So we are not going to use the digital pin in this case, we are going to use analog pin. So since the loudness of the sound will vary, it can have different variables, it can have different values. That's why the output through this sensor will be in analog. So if we are going to use the analog pin, that will be giving the output in analog only. So that is to be taken care when we are going to do the connection of the sensor with the Arduino board. So I hope briefly understood the working. So our aim is we are again going to control 220 volt appliances with the help of this sound sensor. Means if the sound is produced, like for example if we clap in front of the sound sensor, then I want the bulb of 220 volt to glow. If there is no sound produced nearby the sensor, then the bulb should remain off. So that is a simple thing we have. And for this the components we need, very first we need the sound sensor, we need the Arduino board. Again we are going to use the 220 volt power supply, so we must connect the single channel relay that we have done in the previous modules also. We need the twisted wire with the plug and the holder for the connection of the bulb. The bulb is required of 220 volt. A breadboard is required because we are going to give the power to the sound sensor, we are going to give power to the relay. So overall we need more pins for the connection, and for that we are going to use the breadboard. We need jumper wires for all the connections. We need the Arduino cable to upload the program and also to give the power to the Arduino board. A laptop is required in all the projects where we are going to use the Arduino, and a screwdriver for the connections of the the bulb, the holder, the plug, the relay. So in all connections basically we need the help of screwdriver also. So I hope you understood the components required for the project. So now let's see the connections. And for the bulb, relay and Arduino, the connection is already done and understood in the previous class only. So again we are going to use the input and output terminals of the relay. So input terminals is VCC, ground and IN. So VCC again with plus 5 volt from the Arduino board, ground from ground with the Arduino board, and IN is the digital pin that is to be connected with any of the digital pin of the Arduino board, and again we are going to connect digital pin 2 from the Arduino board, and accordingly we'll do the programming also. Then output terminals, that is overall the bulb and the plug will be connected with the output terminals, and again we are going to use the common and normally open terminals of the relay. So you can see one side we have the bulb, other side we have the plug, and in between the relay with the common and normally open is connected. So again the two wires which are coming from the bulb, out of these two wires one wire is to cut from the middle, and then the two different ends of the same wire will go to normally open and common. So that is to be taken care. And one wire will go directly from bulb to the plug, and this plug will be finally inserted into the 220 volt power supply. So that is the simple connection we have, and rest I hope you understood. So always remember, once we use the relay and we are going to connect the 220 volt appliances, so after the connections we should not touch the Arduino board, relay or any other appliances which are connected here in the circuit. Then the sound sensor we have understood. Overall there are 4 pins: A0 ground, G plus for VCC, and then DO, that is digital pin. So VCC will be connected to the plus 5 volt. So VCC is plus sign, that is the plus sign is given is VCC only. So that is to be connected with plus 5 volt or 3.5 volt from the Arduino. So it will work with both. So you can connect the plus sign plus pin of this sensor to the plus 5 volt or plus 3.5 volt from the Arduino board. And ground will go to ground. So G is for ground, that is the second pin you see, that is to ground only from the Arduino board. A0 is the analog pin, and that A0 should go to A0 only on the Arduino board. So if you remember, in the Arduino board we have A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 analog pins in the Arduino Uno. So we have to select any one analog pin because we are going to use the analog part of the sound sensor, that is to be taken care. So here we are connecting the analog to analog only, that is A0 of the sound sensor is going to A0 of the Arduino board. So DO, that is D0 data, that is the digital pin of the sound sensor, is not connected here. So I hope you understood the connection. So out of 4 only 3 we have connected. Digital pin is not connected because we are going to actually work on the values of sound that we receive from the atmosphere. So I hope you understood the connections. So let's go for the programming, that is how to program the Arduino board for this particular project. So I'm repeating again, the project is very simple, and before we go for the programming we should keep in our mind, that is what is to be done in the programming. So overall we want that if we produce the sound in front of the sound sensor, then the bulb which is connected with 220 volt should go on, and if there is no sound it should go off. So what will be done, we'll make the bulb on with the sound and let the bulb be on for few seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, that is your choice, and automatically after that particular time we have decided the bulb will go off. And again if you produce the sound, again the bulb will go on and it will remain on for the time you have decided, and again automatically it will go off. So that is the simple project we have. So I hope you'll find interest in the programming as well. Let's go for the programming now. So very first, again we have to define the pins for the relay and the sound sensor. So let's define the pin for the relay very first, and we have already decided the pin, that is pin number 2. And for the sound sensor, again we have to give name, and anyway you can give the name. So I'm giving the name sound and capital S. Always remember small capital is to be taken care. So name can be given anyways, but it has to be same everywhere. So define sound sensor, sound S, A0. One more thing is INT, is that is for integer. So overall this sound sensor will receive the sound from the atmosphere and it will give the value to the Arduino. So that value will be something like 30, 40, 50 depending upon how much sound is produced. So very first we need to set a range a limit, that is here I've decided 50. 50 means if the sound is produced in the atmosphere is more than 50 or less than 50, then what is to be done. So for that we very first need to set a limit, and here I've taken the limit 50. So in general, the sound produced in the atmosphere by a clap will be nearby 40 decibel, 60 decibel. So accordingly, we have to set the limit. So INT threshold is the name again given, that can be anything. And now rest thing we know, that is pin mode. Relay is again output, and the sound sensor will be the input for the Arduino board, because Arduino will receive the value of signal, the value of sound from the sound sensor. So I hope you understood. And now the main programming we have. So again, INT is for integer, because the sound will be received in the that will be shown to you in the form of numbers, so that must be an integer. Now what is to be done? Very first, we are going to give the command to the Arduino board to read the value of the sound sensor from the sound sensor, and whatever value is recorded by the Arduino, that is to be saved in another variable called sound value. So sound value, we have decided another variable, we can say, and that is nothing but the value of the sound that is received from the sound sensor. So the meaning of this line is INT is for the integer, that is the value will be in the integer only, number. The sound value is the name given to the variable where the value of the sound will be stored, and that is nothing but analog read sound S. So we are going to use analog here because we have connected the analog pin, and we are going to read the value from the sound sensor, which is analog. So that is the meaning of the first line. Sound value is equal to analog read sound S, means read the value from the sound sensor and save it in the new variable called sound value. Now I am going to give the condition that if the sound value is greater than threshold, and threshold we have decided how much, 50. So this you can also change. Threshold you can take 30 also, you can take 60 also, it can take 100 also, depending upon for how much sound or at what sound level you want to control the appliances. So if sound value is greater than threshold, means greater than 50, then I want the bulb to on. So again the relay should get low input, because again the relay is connected opposite, that is normally open we have connected. So with low signal it will work as a close switch, so the bulb will glow. So again, don't be confused here. Low means the relay will be working as a close switch here, because we have connected normally open. Else means if the sound level is less than 50 according to the given value, then I want the bulb to be off, so the relay must get high signal from the Arduino. So once the relay will get high signal, it will work as open switch. So high open switch, low close switch. So program is very simple. So the only thing is we must add some delay, so that the bulb should remain on for some time. Otherwise the time you clap, it will on and it will go off suddenly. So for that it is somehow required that with the sound sensor some delay has to be given. So here we have given the delay of 3000, means 3 seconds. So I hope you understood. We defined the pins very first, then we set the limit of the sound, that is 50, and before threshold we must use INT, otherwise threshold is something which is not so defined, it is the name. And then after this we just given the condition, that is very first read the value from the sensor, store the value in a variable called sound value, and then if that value is greater than threshold that is decided by us, then make the relay on, that is give the low input to the relay, so that the closed circuit will be there, that is the relay will work as a closed switch. And for 300 milliseconds, that is 3 seconds, the bulb will be on, then automatically it will go off. Otherwise if the sound is not there, the bulb will remain off only. So relay high means the relay will work as an open switch. So that is the simple program we have. And after this again we have to compile, that is very first save the program somewhere in your system, give any name, and now it's compiling, means checking the error if there is any error in the programming. So The way I've written, you have to write the program, that is even a semicolon has the importance, the capital has the importance. Somewhere I'm writing a small letter, somewhere I'm writing capital letter, and wherever you see the different color in this programming, means that is to be written as it is the way I'm writing here. So these are the special functions we have, like digital write is a function, else is a function. So we cannot change it, like the small letter has to be small, capital has to be capital. So now you can see done compiling means now there is no error I have done in this programming. And then we have to go to the Arduino, select which kind of Arduino you are going to use, that is Arduino Uno we are using today. And port, again it will come when we'll connect the Arduino board with the laptop through the USB cable, and once the port will come you must select the port also, that will be in the right hand side. So always take care before going to the tools, you must select the Arduino board to the laptop and select the Arduino board, that is the type of Arduino, and the port also, and then we upload. So once you upload, if there is no error in the system or the Arduino board, it will be done properly. So I hope you understood the programming, and now let's go for the real working of the project. I'll just show you how it works. You can see the time he will clap, the bulb gets on and will remain on for a few seconds according to the time given. So here it was given approx 5 seconds. So